Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Gemini. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. All right, Gemini, your person is coming through as the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. They're also showing up as the Devil, Capricorn energy. Okay, they're viewing you as the Two of Swords, so they may feel like at first you're holding back, Gemini, but I also think they see a lot of similarities between the two of you, like you mirror each other in certain ways. And the connection, Gemini, the Ten of Cups. All right, a loving, stable connection, possibly marriage. And Gemini, you have the Empress coming through, Taurus and Libran energy, so possibly a divine counterpart here. This is somebody who's very sexy, very attractive. This is somebody who is patient, abundant, loving, nurturing, and they're really looking for the one. Okay, but without being desperate. This is somebody who has very high standards. And Gemini, it's like you immediately pass the sniff test is what I'm seeing. All right, so with the Empress energy, again, I feel this is somebody who has a lot to offer. With the Queen of Wands, this person could be, have their own business, or they're just sexy, attractive, very successful. Again, they know what they want. They have high standards, but I'm not getting a sense of arrogance from this person. I also see this person with the Capricorn energy being very sexy, but also very wise, very practical, very groundworking, very grounded, very hardworking. This is somebody who also doesn't stop until they get what they want, but it feels like they always do it in the right way, okay? They're also showing up as the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So they may be worried that they've missed an opportunity with you, or they're gonna miss an opportunity with you, especially because they're seeing you as holding back. Now, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is an interesting card because it can also be a yes card, but not right now. So it could indicate that there's some sort of stop and start within this connection, or you two meet and it doesn't get off the ground right away. But I'm also just getting an energy of real patience with this person. Like I said, they're not in a rush. They want to do things right. They're methodical. They're pragmatic. They're wise. They've learned a lot of lessons. And we see the Queen of Wands in reverse. You might be meeting this person after a failed relationship, or after, I don't think they've had a fling, but after some sort of disappointment they've had in love. Like someone they really thought was going to go the distance, but it ended up being just a short-lived connection. Now, for others of my Geminis, I do think that there's going to be a really powerful, strong attraction. And you guys might kind of, not all of you, but you might hook up like on the first date with this person. And I feel like, someone might say, whether it's true or not, I don't normally do this, right? Ha ha ha. But I'm also seeing that like the connection between you two is going to be really strong, and they might be a little bit worried about that. They might be worried that physically it moves too quickly. Now, I'm not saying it's all going to, like for every one of you, but for those of you, like you might hook up on the first date and this person might be like, oh my gosh, I hope that didn't mess things up, or I hope that's not all this is. That's a super specific message. It's not going to be for all of you. For others of you, again, this person is just, maybe their last connection was one they thought was going to go the distance, but just really didn't. I also see that this person won't invest, Gemini, in anybody who brings them drama or chaos or isn't sure. Like, I don't feel like this is the type of person that's going to be like, yeah, let's keep our options open while we get to know each other. No, I feel like this is the type of person that likes to be in a relationship or focus on one person at a time. How my Geminis are going to be feeling, Temperance energy in reverse. Well, this is just going to turn your world upside down. This is Sagittarius energy, your opposite sign, so some of you could have Sag in your chart, but there's a restlessness here. There's also going to be an intensity to this connection where you are going to kind of want to rush into things, or I feel naturally, because of the intensity of this connection, It may move quicker than both of you normally move, but that's because it feels right. But I think there's a little bit of hesitation there. So just, just go with it is kind of what I'm getting. All right. You both might kind of surprise each other at how easy it is to be together. Now we see that this person may have recently experienced loss, and they're in a period of recovery. Yeah. So again, I do think that this person was probably the last person they dated. They thought it was going to go the distance and it didn't. Okay. So I feel like that's more like disappointment. Of course, this person could also be mourning the loss of a loved one. We see karmic soulmates, so you're meant to learn lessons in this connection and help each other evolve. Now, don't get put off, because in my readings, a lot of times, unless I see a lot of other cards that show me otherwise, a lot of times for me, a karmic soulmate doesn't mean that it's going to be a short-lived connection or it's going to be a painful connection. We're meant to learn lessons in this connection and help each other evolve. You're meant to learn lessons in this connection, help each other evolve. So, those lessons can be about being authentic, being brave, taking risks, trusting people again. Like this could be a connection that restores your faith in love, that type of lesson. Okay. And we see defender. Yeah, because this person is deeply committed to your connection. They're strong and they can be counted on to have your back. All right, and this person is very passionate. I have no doubt about that with the Empress and the Queen of Wands here. There's never a dull moment with this type of person who enjoys life fully. They could be, and they will be, an exciting lover here, Gemini. Now, I know we have a lot of feminine energy coming through with the Empress and the Queen of Wands, but remember, my readings are not meant to be gender specific. So, and we all have masculine and feminine energies, so just remember that, okay? We see that this person is intense. I definitely get that with the Devil and the Queen of Wands here. The depth of their thoughts and emotions indicate a high intellect and a strong focus on their subject, Gemini. So, yeah, hell yeah, I feel the intensity here in this connection. Some of you may meet this person at work is what I'm seeing, or through work, but that is not going to be the case for all of you. All right, so what else do we need to know about this person for my Geminis, please? What else do we need to know about this person for my Geminis, please? You would be shocked, so they're going to shock and surprise you. So it could be how you meet or when you meet or just how compatible you really are. It's going to be love at first sight. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, there's an intensity here, Gemini. All right, and this person loves to experiment. So that could be in the bedroom, but it could also be that this person is somebody that likes to try new things, go different places, travel, always trying a new restaurant, trying new recipes in the kitchen, taking little adventures and things like that, trying new sports, new creative hobbies. And for some of my Geminis, this person is in their 40s, okay? So that's a super specific message that's not going to resonate with all of you, but that's okay. It doesn't mean it's not your reading, but it will be confirmation for some of my Geminis out there. All right, what else do my Geminis need to know about this person? What else do my Geminis need to know about this person? All right. So we see change showing up in reverse. I kind of feel like this person is around you. They're in your community. So I don't really feel like this is somebody who's at a distance from you. I also feel this is somebody very stable and steady. So they may have lived in the same house or apartment for a long time. Maybe this is the type of person that's maybe had their own business for many years. Or this is somebody that, yeah, they've had the same job or worked for the same company for a long time. There's stability here with that. We see mature man. So again, my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but some of the cards that I use are. So this is somebody who's mature, wise. I mean, they could be a little bit older than you, or there could be an age difference. But more so, I just feel like this person has a wealth of knowledge and experience. Okay. And we see thoughts, yeah. And I feel like this person, you might be this person's, creative muse, especially if they're artistic or they're creative. But I do think that they're going to be low-key obsessed with you, Gemini. Love at first sight, won't be able to stop thinking about you. All right. And sometimes they may be a little bit of an overthinker. I mean, they might be, and I think my Geminis get this when I say this, like sometimes your mind is racing and they're thinking about a lot of different things. So there's going to be a strong intellectual connection. And I feel like you guys are going to be able to talk about anything and probably all within the same conversation, like religion, politics, football, spirituality, cover it all. And I know my Geminis really do need that. All right, let's see. I see you two joking around a lot. I don't know. I just saw somebody or heard somebody with a bit of a guffaw. I don't know if that's you, Gemini, or this person has kind of a distinct laugh. All right, what else do my Geminis need to know? Okay, their first, middle, or last name may begin with a vowel. I did see a capital letter A come through really strong, but that's a super specific message, not for all of you. They called you the other night, so some of you might already be in contact with this person. But this card for me, Gemini, oftentimes indicates somebody that is going to pick up the phone and call you rather than necessarily send you messages. They might kind of surprise you. They grew up in a better than average household. Okay. And we also see that music will be playing when they ask you out. So I was kind of getting that they're probably around you. So you might meet this person at a party or out at listening to live music or at some sort of event. And yeah, definitely your paths will cross when a holiday is in season. So it doesn't have to be a major bank holiday or anything like that. It could be a birthday party. It could be a wedding, an engagement, going out celebrating, a raise or promotion or something like that. They're viewing you, Gemini, as the Two of Swords. So they may feel like at first you kind of hold back, but the Two of Swords oftentimes indicates that you two mirror each other. You have a lot of similarities. Like, oh, you're a lot like me. All right, so that's how I'm reading that card. It's Moon and Libra. Moon and Libra energy. All right, what else do we need to know? All right, the Five of Cups. So this person may feel like your attention isn't completely on them. They could feel like you're more focused on some sort of third party. They could also meet you at a time when you've experienced some sort of loss or you're in recovery from something. So whether it's something that happened between a friend or a family member, something having to do with work, your living situation. But they see this very sweet Page of Cups energy. There's an innocence about you, Gemini. And with the Page of Cups, you could have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in your chart. But they see you as dreamy. They see you as somebody who has that, that occasional childlike wonder, when you approach new things. So again, I feel like you both kind of like adventures and new things. I just feel this is going to be a really exciting connection. And I really feel like my Geminis, you need that. You need that oomph. You need that newness. You need that, let's go on a little adventure together. Or let's explore this, right? Let's do this thought experiment. So I'm seeing all of that. But the Page of Cups is also a sweet energy. It's a loving energy. It's intuitive. It's a romantic energy. They definitely, they feel it right away with you, Gemini. And how you're going to be feeling, again, Four of Swords in reverse. There's something here that's going to make you feel a little bit restless. Some of my gems, you may kind of want to move forward with this quite quickly. Like you might feel like, oh, I don't want to lose this person. I think this is going to be something that's very activating for you, but it feels like in a positive way, not in a, I'm losing myself or, I need to rush things here. But I do think there's a little bit of restlessness. There's something unsettling here, but like in the best possible way, because I just think that they're different and they feel so good for you. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. Child nature. So what they love about you is this grounded energy. Some of my Geminis, you have pets and they love that you love animals or you're really grounded, okay, or you enjoy nature. All right, and Gemini, they see you as the healer archetype. So being around you is also very calming for their nervous system. Again, you two are, two peas in a pod, really. But you have a passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, and an ability to help transform pain into healing. Yeah, so this is how they're viewing you, Gemini. They see you as a healer, whether that's what you do for a living or people come to you for energy work, or that's just your presence, your grounded healing presence. Gemini, they also see you as the gambler archetype. So they see you as willing to follow your intuition even when other people doubt you. Not everybody gets you, Gemini, and you're totally okay with that. Maybe, you're not afraid to take risks. Again, this person isn't either. Now, we see the connection defined as the 10 of Cups. So a lot of you will end up in a higher level of commitment with this person. It's a happy life, a happy marriage, maybe building a family. And again, family can look like, so many different things. So it can be blending families. It can be having children together. It can be, your person, and a fur baby or two. But this connection requires conscious communication and accountability. So you're going to be building emotional maturity together. Yeah, and I feel like that's such a refreshing feeling here. All right, and through a shared challenge, this connection forms through navigating a challenge together. Alignment strengthens through cooperation. So some of you, there might be some sort of conflict or challenge that brings you together. So maybe within the neighborhood, maybe activism, maybe something, like I said, in the community or at work, or, it could even be at the gym or something like that. All right, and we see an open-ended becoming. This connection remains alive to what may unfold. Yeah, so it's like the sky is the limit here with you guys. I love that. And perfect. And this is that karmic energy that we saw earlier on, that this connection arrives to interrupt repeating patterns that have kept you stuck. Awareness becomes the first step towards change. So this is actually helping you break a karmic cycle, help you learn certain lessons. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I actually don't think it's a painful thing. All right. So what else do my Geminis need to know here about this person or this connection? What else do my Geminis need to know about this person or this connection, please, Spirit? All right. We see lasting love. This is your true love. Okay, beautiful. 10 of Cups, true love, lasting love. Third party. Some of you, all right, you may be dealing with a karmic situation. There could be some sort of karmic third party. We saw that with the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So when you meet this person, they could be healing from a situation that didn't work out. They might have somebody that really wants to be with them, because again, this person is somebody very highly attractive and I get sought after as well. But they're seeing you as the 5 of Cups, and your focus may also be on some sort of third party when you first meet this person. All right. But, Spirit has a funny way of sending us soulmates, at the perfect time on our path, on our journey, right? And we see fearless love. This is my go for it card, Gemini. A courageous leap into the unknown. Go for it. Okay, and we see pay attention to the signs and the clues. So you'll probably get a lot of synchronicities, whether it's numbers or whatever your personal repeating symbols might be. Pay attention to them. And we see divine timing, that this is going to happen unexpectedly, or it's going to happen in divine timing. It certainly feels meant for you, Gemini. It feels very good. All right, and yeah, I feel you're going to get a little jittery at first. I mean, this person as well. This is love at first sight. So let's see any important dates or times for this connection. Anything else my gems need to know here about this person or this connection? December, so that's Sagittarius, Capricorn energy. We did see you might meet this person during a holiday, or maybe you already have, or you already did. Now, we did see that potential feeling of missed opportunity. So maybe some of you met them back during the holidays and you're reuniting, now around, March, April. And Spirit saying, take steps to speed it up, Gemini. So, really that's just about staying and being in the highest vibration possible, focusing on you. This is really, truly meant for you, Gemini. I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.